For most people, Alaysha Johnson exists for only a few seconds at a time. A quick burst out of the starting blocks. 10 hurdles. A finish line. And then her name appears on a results sheet. But what most people never see is everything that happens before those few seconds. Years before becoming one of America's top hurdlers and earning her place at the Paris Olympics, Alaysha was living a reality far removed from the spotlight.
Wake up at 3 a.m. to be at 24-hour fitness by 4 a.m., leaving at 10 a.m. to go to practice, sleeping in the car that your coach gave you, going to practice, leaving, going to Twin Peaks at 5, getting off at 2 and doing it all over again.
Those words reveal a side of elite sports that rarely makes headlines. To this day, Alaysha Johnson lives in Dallas, Texas, and is recognized as one of the top hurdlers in the United States. Fans know her as an Olympian, a national contender, and one of the fastest women in her event. But the stopwatch never tells the whole story, because behind every race is a life built on discipline, sacrifice, setbacks, and an extraordinary willingness to keep going when quitting would have been easier. So what does her life actually look like when the cameras are gone? What fills the hours between races? The answer begins in Dallas, Texas. After spending years training in different cities, including Miami, Austin, and Houston, Alaysha Johnson continues to return to Dallas and openly identifies it as her home base on Instagram. For her, the city offers the balance she has spent years trying to build, a place where the demands of elite athletics can coexist with a normal life away from the track. That balance becomes clear through the moments she shares online. While fans know her as an Olympian and one of America's top hurdlers, her daily life often looks surprisingly ordinary. On weekends, she talks about her Sunday reset routine, cleaning her home, answering emails, organizing her schedule, planning the week ahead, and creating a space where she can recharge both physically and mentally. Through Instagram posts and stories, she often shows quiet moments at home, reminding followers that recovery is just as important as training. Away from competition, she enjoys simple pleasures. She has spoken about her love for Dallas's food scene, including vegan soul food, and isn't afraid to enjoy a meal alone while traveling for meets. She also embraces self-care routines, skincare, and the small habits that help her stay grounded throughout a demanding season. Yet perhaps the most unexpected side of Alaysha is her creativity. Long before many fans realized it, fashion had become one of her biggest passions. She frequently modifies her own uniforms, travels with a sewing machine, experiments with new designs, and has expanded her interests into fashion events and collaborations. Athletics may be her profession, but creativity is clearly part of who she is. But a balanced life like this is never built overnight. So what foundations helped shape the woman who now carries herself with such confidence on and off the track? The story begins in Spring, Texas, where Alaysha Johnson grew up long before anyone imagined she would become an Olympic finalist. Interestingly, track and field was not her first love. Soccer was. Like many young athletes, she explored different sports before eventually discovering a natural talent for hurdles during high school. Once she found her event, everything changed. At Spring High School, Alaysha quickly became one of the most accomplished young athletes in Texas. She earned 5 All-American honors, was named Texas Gatorade Girls Track and Field Athlete of the Year in 2013, and captured the Texas UIL 5A state title in the 300-meter hurdles. Yet athletics was only part of her identity. She also participated in the debate team, showing the same determination and competitiveness in the classroom that she displayed on the track. Her success continued at the University of Oregon, where she became a 7-time All-American, won the 2017 Pac-12 title in the 100-meter hurdles, and set a school record of 12.69 seconds. Later, she transferred to Texas Tech to complete her master's degree while continuing to develop as an athlete. The breakthrough years soon followed. In 2022, she finished runner-up at the USA Championships and won the NACAC title. In 2023, She became U.S. indoor champion in the 60-meter hurdles and added a bronze medal at the Pan American Games. Then came the biggest moment of her career so far, a personal best of 12.31 seconds at the 2024 Olympic trials, earning second place and a ticket to Paris, where she reached the Olympic final and finished 7th in the world. But the results only tell part of the story. After college, Alaysha's path looked nothing like the traditional route taken by most elite athletes. Instead of immediately joining a major training group with financial security, she spent difficult years trying to survive while pursuing her dream. According to The Sun, there were times when she worked multiple jobs, bartended late into the night, struggled financially, battled hypothyroidism, and even slept in a car while continuing to train. Those experiences became some of her greatest teachers. Rather than breaking her confidence, they strengthened it. Alaysha often speaks proudly about doing things her own way. She experimented with different training environments, including House of Athlete, where she trained alongside NFL and NBA players. She learned business skills, built her own personal brand, designed and modified her own uniforms, and embraced fashion as part of her identity. As she explained, she wants young athletes to understand that you can be things that are not created yet. That mindset helped transform her from a talented hurdler into a unique voice within the sport. And after years of moving between training bases in Miami, Austin, and Houston, she eventually found herself returning again and again to Dallas, a city that offered the balance she had been searching for throughout her journey. But reaching the top is one challenge. Staying there is another entirely. So, how does Alaysha Johnson maintain her performance and remain one of America's best hurdlers year after year? Instead of following the traditional track and field path, she embraced a more innovative approach, borrowing ideas from professional football and basketball training environments. A major part of that evolution came through her work with strength coach Jordan Bush, who is known for training NFL athletes. Rather than simply lifting heavier weights, every session is built around helping Alaysha move faster, recover better, and remain consistent throughout a long season. At the same time, hurdle technique remains at the heart of everything she does. Her training regularly includes mobility exercises, hurdle walks, rhythm drills, knee drive work, and technical repetitions designed to make every movement more efficient. Fans occasionally get a glimpse of these sessions through the videos she shares online. Under the guidance of hurdles coach Morgan David Wells, Alaysha also focuses heavily on speed endurance, hurdle positioning, balance, and race rhythm. Their coaching philosophy combines traditional track knowledge with methods borrowed from other professional sports, creating a training environment that constantly pushes her to improve. One reason Alaysha has become known for her consistency is her commitment to what athletes call clean hurdling. Every detail matters: the height of the lead knee, the speed of the trail leg, the rhythm between hurdles, and even how she lands after clearing each barrier. Those details may seem small, but they often determine the difference between winning and losing at the highest level. Yet some of the most important work happens away from the track entirely. There are warm-ups that begin long before competition starts. Recovery sessions after training. Mobility work, massage therapy, nutrition planning, sleep management, race analysis, and the mental preparation required to stay focused through multiple rounds of competition. And that consistency is what transformed a young athlete from Texas into an Olympic finalist. But maintaining that level of dedication year after year always comes at a cost. So what sacrifices has Alaysha Johnson had to make to keep chasing greatness? For Alaysha Johnson, success has never been as simple as running fast. Every season brings a different kind of pressure, the pressure to be consistent. Unlike many sports that offer dozens of opportunities to recover from mistakes, track and field gives athletes very little room for error. A single bad race can change an entire season.
Every other week, there's only about 4 races before nationals. So I think the pressure is really just to make sure that you go out there and be the best athlete that you can be every race that you get, because we don't get so many chances.
That pressure becomes even harder when your own body is working against you. Since her freshman year of college, Alaysha has battled hypothyroidism, a condition that affects energy levels, recovery, and overall physical performance. For an elite athlete whose success depends on explosive power and rapid recovery, the condition creates challenges that most fans never see.
It was really hard for me to pull out 3 back-to-back days. So I think it just goes to show that me and my team are really in a spot of building.
What didn't go well?
Because it just does not work. And just understanding that it fluctuates very, very easily. So
The physical symptoms were only part of the struggle. During her college years at Oregon, the condition contributed to serious mental health challenges. There were periods when her confidence disappeared, depression took hold, and the pressure to run the perfect race became overwhelming. Even after achieving major results, she often found herself feeling as though she needed to push harder and prove more. Then came the sacrifices away from the track. Before becoming an Olympic finalist, Alaysha lived through years of financial uncertainty. She worked multiple jobs, bartended late into the night, woke up at 3 in the morning to train, and at one point even slept in a car while trying to keep her athletic dream alive. While many people only saw the athlete, very few saw the exhaustion behind the scenes. Those sacrifices were not hers alone. Alaysha frequently speaks with gratitude about the support and sacrifices made by her mother throughout her journey. Support that helped her continue moving forward when quitting would have been the easier choice. Even after reaching the Olympic level, she continued choosing a different path. Rather than following the traditional blueprint, she accepted the uncertainty that came with building her own brand. She competed without the security of a major shoe sponsor, managed many aspects of her image and equipment herself, and occasionally chose opportunities connected to fashion, creativity, and long-term personal growth over the conventional expectations placed on professional athletes. None of those decisions were easy, but they reflected something deeper than medals or rankings. They reflected a woman determined to build a career on her own terms. So after all the obstacles, sacrifices, and setbacks, what is it that continues to drive Alaysha Johnson forward every single day? Perhaps the most surprising answer is that it goes far beyond medals. She understands that when people watch her race, they are not just watching a competition. They are watching a story about resilience, self-belief, and possibility. That is why her goals today extend far beyond the finish line. Athletically, she remains focused on competing for international medals, including future world championships and ultimately the 2028 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. But some of her biggest ambitions exist outside the sport itself. She hopes to continue building her fashion brand, work with major fashion houses, attract new audiences to track and field, and help create a better future for professional athletes. In an interview with Forbes, Alaysha spoke passionately about the financial realities facing track athletes, saying, "There has to be some way in which we can honestly take care of our athletes." She then pointed to professional leagues such as the NFL, asking, "In the NFL, you get paid whether you have a good game or not. Why can't track and field operate the same way?" At the heart of everything she does is a simple belief: do it your own way. Throughout her career, Alaysha has consistently refused to follow the traditional path. Just as importantly, she wants her journey to create opportunities for others. She often speaks about paving the way for young people who come from backgrounds similar to hers, those who may feel overlooked, underestimated, or told that their dreams do not fit the mold. Faith also remains a powerful source of strength. Alaysha believes deeply in God's timing and has often relied on that belief during difficult seasons. Combined with a mindset of having nothing to lose, it has allowed her to take risks that others might avoid. That is why she continues to move forward. Because Alaysha Johnson's story has never been only about hurdles, it has always been about breaking barriers. And looking at where she stands today, one question remains: What might still be possible for someone who has never been afraid to create her own path?